If someone says to me that it's going to be an inconvenience to donate, that's not good. My name is Stephanie Samolovitch, and I'm the founder and executive director of Young Adult Survivors United. The mission of Young Adult Survivors United, aka YASU, we provide emotional, social, and financial support, all free of charge, of course, to those diagnosed with cancer between ages 18 and 45, along with support for their families and caregivers. So I have met people in our organization back in 2014, and they're best of friends today, and they still join our programs. When I was 19 years old, this was in 2005, 2 weeks before my junior year in college, I was developing a lot of symptoms over the course of like 2 weeks that led to a high fever, significant fatigue, enough to where it concerned my parents. The doctors that we called, they said, get her to the hospital after hearing my symptoms, and was completely blindsided, had no family history, didn't even know leukemia was a cancer at the time. And it quickly opened my eyes to being a young adult with cancer. And so that's really what triggered me to very quickly see the gap in support for this population. Between 2012 and 2019, I built the community, I built the model just from supporting them. Emotionally, they had the support, they had a safe space where they could be themselves, talk about whatever was on their mind, the challenges they faced, the milestones they achieved. So there's just a lot that financially impacts them, from medical bills to losing their jobs, on top of the debt that already exists. And so that's how the financial assistance program came about, but also realizing that they needed to get out of the house, still live lives, still do stuff that's fun, and a way to build relationships and friendships without always having to talk about cancer. So I started doing some independent fundraising so that I could take them out and do something fun once a month. We're talking bowling, game nights, kayaking on the river, picking a flat trail and just going for a gentle walk. The end goal is to enhance their quality of life so that they either don't need us anymore or have enough resources to thrive. Fundraising, if you ask my humble opinion, is always a fun challenge. When you start, the first year I launched the organization, which was during a pandemic, I had to get as creative as possible, finding people who want to create a new opportunity with a new organization, being a young organization too. There's not that credibility, there's not that sustainability yet. I've realized that it takes time, but if you put in the time and the engagement, I think building the relationships is what's key to solving that issue. The first year we were a volunteer organization, so I had a board of directors, but the pandemic was at its heightened point, and I was doing everything on my own. Naturally, I just picked PayPal as our donor platform. And it worked very well until people started saying they didn't have a PayPal account or didn't want to use a PayPal account. If someone says to me that it's going to be an inconvenience to donate, that's not good. And thankfully, when a colleague of mine who was mentoring me, he said he was using Donorbox and loved it. I couldn't believe that it was free to use, but it gave me all the capabilities that I needed. And I loved being able to build custom campaigns, because that's really what we've done with it. They have been an answer to all of our prayers. So it was really just a no-brainer. The aha moment for me to seek a donor platform was really to be able to customize it. I think there's still a lot for me to learn on what we can do with Donorbox, but it has met all of my needs and then some since then. So anytime we have a fundraising opportunity, I built a campaign in no time. So when a donation came in, it was so easy to track where it was going. It went specifically to that campaign, and it was so easy to build reports off of that. And then we have just a general form if anyone just wants to make a general donation, if they want to become our monthly recurring donor. Any amount, no matter how big or small, makes an impact, but to actually see it next to the dollar amount, we've had great feedback saying that that really helps. This is a population that needs their own community. This is a population that feels very burdened to move back home and become dependents again when they are just starting to thrive as young adults. And so we take that to heart. Again, it just makes our lives so much more efficient when it comes to having these separate campaigns. And it's so quick and easy for me to build that I never stress over new opportunities that come up when I have to build a new one.